We're back. Here we are. We are live. We're live again for the second time today. I think the main reason why is because this drop is not only is it very, very hyped, it's coming sooner than we know. So this drop is going to be happening on Tuesday of this week. So lots and lots of anticipation in the air. Part of the reason I wanted to go live again is mainly because of the fact I have some new information. So I want to make sure everybody is ready for this specific drop. I see we got Christian 2K in the house. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. Always first, and I greatly appreciate just all the support. Smashing that like button, you know it. So what are we talking about today? Again, there's obviously a lot of anticipation in the air for these super hype sneakers. Now, what I want to tell you guys is obviously these are going to cost a lot of money. This is going to cost anywhere from $2,700 to $3,000. I mean, if you think about tax and factor everything in. So, I mean, feel free to watch the live. The main reason I'm doing this is for people who really want to go after this and have the capital to do so as well. Because whether you're using credit, whether you're using a debit card or what have you, everybody is going to have an opportunity to get these. Okay, so that's the good news about this. Everybody has a chance to get these. Now, what I'm going to list out today is basically what you need to do or what you need to know to acquire these. So what are the facts? We pretty much know that these are going to be dropping on the 19th, okay? That's Tuesday. We don't know the time, but typically it will happen on the hour. So whether that's 8 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. PST, I think it's important, similar to sneakers, that we just kind of keep a close eye on the Louis Vuitton site. Okay. Well, clearly the Louis Vuitton site is it's a completely different site than what we're known, than what we know. You know, because a lot of us don't typically shop on Louis Vuitton, but we're shopping there because of these, right? So I really want to make sure everybody has a clear understanding of what you need to do, because if you don't have an account in Louis Vuitton, you're not going to be able to acquire these. So I think it's very important that I walk you through that today in terms of how to create an account, what else you're going to need to do. Because you know how on sneakers, there's certain techniques you need to do, such as liking the sneaker, sharing stuff, you know, to really kind of get your account at a healthier state. I think Louis Vuitton has something on the back end as well in terms of what information you need to populate into your account so that so you come off as an actual user. Because yes, there might be bots going after this, but I strongly feel that Louis Vuitton is really going to look at it like, does this person actually have a real account? Did they like some of the items? Like, there's going to be certain things you're going to need to do on the back end to really be able to hit these, all right? So again, I'm more than happy to answer questions. If anybody does happen to have questions that I don't get to answer in the live stream, please feel free to put it in the chat. I mean, put it at least in the comments of this video. I'm more than happy to answer them. Again, I'm not an expert here. I'm just letting you guys know information as it comes to me, okay? Because information that I shared in my last video about this, it's like there's some new information that I do happen to have, and I want to be able to deliver that to anybody watching, all right? Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those sneakers that it's like it's a grail for life. So if you are able to hit on these, whether you're keeping it for the longevity of your life or for special occasions or what have you, I think this is definitely a huge investment. I really do see that, mainly because of the fact that they're retailing, like the lows are retailing for about what, 3,000. I mean, factor in everything, right? And then the mids anywhere from like 3.5, 3.7. You know what I mean? So it's like the resale value is very, very high. So you're going to be able to get your money back if you do sell these and then some. You know what I mean? Pretty much double, if not triple. Well, yeah, double. You're going to make double basically. So anyway, I think that's why there's a lot of excitement, obviously, because a lot of people see this as an opportunity to make a lot of money. I'm talking $5,000 to $8,000. You know, I mean, like that's like 6 months vacation. You know, if you think about it, for some people, right? Will stock numbers release tomorrow? That is a very great question. So I actually do have an idea of stock numbers right now. So per Louis Vuitton sneaker, what I'm hearing, there's about 250 pieces each. So that's not a lot considering the fact these are going to be released in Asia. These are going to be released in Europe, and these are going to be released in America. So they're going to be pretty much releasing them in obviously different times. Like it's Asia first, and then Europe next, and then America last. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that if Asia eats all the stock, that there's not going to be any stock for the United States. Like everybody has their own, you know, their own stock for each country for sure, right? No, there will be more than 5 to 8. Cool Case offer me 12K if I hit brand new. Hey, there you go. You know, that's the thing. I mean, obviously, you think about it. Some of these, some stores are going to be willing to pay you anywhere from maybe $10,000 to even $13,000 for your pair, because they know that they can make some money off it. You know, even if they just make $1,000 or $2,000 on it, it's definitely a huge opportunity for everybody, right? So yeah, I mean, obviously you're paying a lot of money up front, but look at what you're getting back in return, right? So for anybody entering right now, entering the stream, what are we touching on? We're touching on these, which is pretty much like the Louis Vuitton Air Force One collaboration with Virgil. Well, let me just click into it. Yeah, there we go. So obviously I did cover this in my last video, so feel free to take a look at that. But the idea of what we're covering today is basically what you need to know in terms of actually acquiring one of these. Because anybody who has an account in Louis Vuitton can actually acquire these, okay? It's not going to be easy, but you're going to have an opportunity to do so. So number one, you got to make sure you have the capital to do so, okay? I'm saying that's anywhere from maybe $3,000 to $3,100, okay? Whether that's on a credit card, whether that's on debit or what have you, you know, just make sure you have the capital to do so. Because if you don't, sorry, if you don't have that money in your account, you can't get these like on Tuesday, you're not going to be able to hit these. This is plain and simple, right? So I think that's kind of the elephant in the room. You know, a lot of people are really excited about this, but if you don't have the money, you're not going to be able to buy it. Number two, you're going to have an account on Louis Vuitton, okay? Don't worry. If you haven't purchased anything on Louis Vuitton, it's not too late. You can go to the account. You can literally go, and you can go ahead and create an account. It's very, very simple. So what you're going to do is on Louis Vuitton, on Louis Vuitton, you're going to pretty much click into, I think, create my account or create an account. Let me double check here. Yeah, I basically created an account over here. It's going to be up here. There's like this little man or woman, and you're basically going to click into that, and you can go ahead and create an account. And this is what it's going to look like on the back end. Now, when you create an account, you're going to put in an email. Make sure it's a real email, because what they're going to do is they're going to send you a code to that email. So make sure you have access to that email, even if it's like an extra email or a junk email you have or what have you. You're going to need that. They're going to send you a code, and then you're going to go ahead and populate that into Louis Vuitton so that you can get to this page, okay? Now, this is very important, okay? It's very important that you fill this information out as effectively as possible. So you're going to put in your name. You don't necessarily need to put a company name. I mean, if you want to, you can. Make sure it's an actual email, whether it's a junk email, you know. So, yeah, I just put some junk email there that I had. And then you're going to want to put your address. Make sure that it is an actual address, okay? Like your actual address or the address you want these sneakers to be mailed to. Now, if you live in an area that might not be so safe, really think about where this is going to be mailed, because it's a very expensive piece. You don't want this being, you know, in front of your doorstep and somebody else takes it. You know what I mean? So like, think about these different things. If you do happen to know somebody who has a safe spot that these can be mailed to, take that into account, okay? So that's just one of the things I wanted to mention, okay? And then, so you're going to get that all filled out. Make sure the state, the city, all that, the postal code, all that fun stuff's there. And then you are going to want to put a mobile number, okay? Make sure it's a real mobile number, something that you have access to, okay? I would put your actual mobile number. Or if you happen to have two numbers, I know some people have two numbers for sneakers, you can go ahead and do that as well, okay? So you want to fill that out. And then you do want to, like what I would do, I highly recommend clicking these boxes just for the sake of like having your account like at a higher grade, okay? So even if you don't want to get contacted by email or phone, or just click them. I think it's going to really help you have a higher chance, because then if you think about it, bots aren't going to be clicking all this stuff, but a human will be clicking these things to have a healthier account. So you want to make sure that that's all filled out, and you definitely want to put your birthday in as well, okay? Once that's all done, you're going to want to save the information into the system, okay? I know that a lot of this sounds like pretty straightforward, but I just want to make sure that you're thinking the way I am in terms of when you build an account, that everything is populated, okay? You're also going to want to subscribe to the newsletter. I would just literally do the things, like think if you're a really big fan of Louis Vuitton, what you would do so that they're like, oh, this is a real person. Because what they're going to do on the back end, the moment that these drop, is they're going to give certain accounts access to purchase the sneaker, okay? There's going to be a 10-minute window. So you want to make sure that all your information's already in the system, because like the last thing we want is you're on Louis Vuitton and you're filling out all your information and all that stuff, and it's just like you're going to have a much lower chance of being able to hit the sneaker, okay? So you want to do all that fun stuff. And then another thing I would do is like you can click around here, just, you know, browse the site. I would click into specific items as well. Let's go ahead and do that right now, actually. So I'm going to click into men over here. I'm going to click into like must-haves. And then what you could pretty much do, what I would do is I would go into specific items. Let's say, okay, these shades, whether you like them or not, I would just literally click this little heart just so you're liking some of the stuff. And it's going to say this product was added to your wish list. I would do that with maybe 3, 4, or 5 items. Just get creative around it so that on the back end, it looks like, oh, wow, you actually have a wish list. So anything you like on the site is going to populate on your wish list, okay? So again, this is very important, because what you're doing is you're building your account out that average people aren't going to be doing these additional things. And on the back end, like the people who are you know, Louis Vuitton, who they're going to be issuing these sneakers to, they want to issue them to like real Louis Vuitton lovers as well. So you really think about that. If you're the owner of the company, you want to make sure that it's going to people who are like actually active on the back end and actually have liked some stuff. You know, again, not all of this is proven, but I'm just trying to really think on like, what would I do if I really want to hit these and I just want to make sure I check all the boxes? It's really going to help up your chances on them giving you access, okay? Because again, look, I think they're pretty much going to give access to a lot of people, but you want to be one of those people that's picked, and you want to have somewhat of a healthy account, okay? I don't necessarily see it as, oh, I needed to have an account a year ago. Now, my account, I like to think it's pretty healthy. I've had my account for probably the past like 2 or 3 years. You know, and I have some purchases on it as well, which I think definitely does help. Now, look, I don't think you need to make any purchases on your account. I just think it's important to get some stuff on, get some stuff on your wish list. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5 items even. Browse the site, look around a little bit, but make sure your profile is filled out. Okay, just make sure the profile is filled out to the best of your capabilities, because it's really, really going to help you. Okay, again, you don't necessarily have to have any orders, but this is another important thing that I'm going to be showing you guys. So just hang tight. I'm just going to take a quick sip of some tea over here. Again, if you're getting value out of this, smash that like button. I'm here to help as many people out as possible, okay? And the idea here is because I care about my community and I care about you guys. And I want to make sure you guys, if you guys are going for this, you have the highest chance to be able to hit, okay? because it's random. It's going to be very random. A lot of people are wondering, what time is it? How do I do this? I'm teaching as much as I know right now, so you guys have a high chance, okay? Now, what you want to do over here, it's going to say contact preferences, okay? There's email and newsletter, there's phone, there's text, chat, application, mail. Just do it all. Just literally, you want all these to be checked. You just want them all checked. It's going to help you. It's going to help your account. Because here's the thing: if I'm the one selecting people and I'm like, oh yeah, this person doesn't want to be contacted by phone. Okay, I'll pass that person. You know, so just try to get all of this up, running, good to go, so your whole account looks healthier. Okay. Now I know some people are probably going to be asking me, can I have duplicate accounts? Yeah, sure, you can have duplicate accounts, but just make sure it's completely different number. Make sure they're completely different cards. Again, you don't want to be clipped. You don't want them to know that you have two completely different, different profiles. Make sure it's different addresses, all that other stuff. And then most importantly, if you are going to be doing multiple, multiple entries for this, well, number one, they're going to have to grant you access. But if you do happen to have two accounts, what you're going to want to do also is have, let's say, your computer and then your phone, right? The phone, make sure it's on data. The computer, make sure it's connected to Wi-Fi. You don't want the same IP address on you just don't want that type of thing interfering, because a lot of these companies know when there's two accounts on the same IP address. So just refrain from that if you do plan on having multiple accounts. Again, the purpose of having multiple accounts, if you do decide to really do that, because this is a big purchase item, okay? If you have multiple accounts, one of them might hit. One of them might have access, and then if they do give you access, you have 10 minutes to purchase the sneaker, okay? I think 10 minutes is more than enough time, so just make sure you do happen to have that card that's ready to go with the money in it so that you make this purchase, okay? So again, I don't want to be repetitive here. I just want to make sure you guys have everything. I think it's very, very, very important that you do happen to have a wish list, okay? Again, it's not tried, true, and proven, but just build your account out. It's going to help. I know it's going to help, okay? And I want to give this information because, like, honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's like having a Louis Vuitton account to be able to acquire this, because if you don't happen to have it, you're not going to be able to hit these hype sneakers, okay? So again, for anybody entering the building, what are we talking about? We're talking about these. What are those? These are the Louis Vuitton collaboration with Nike by Virgil, okay? So it's the 40th anniversary of these sneakers, and they're doing something very, very special. So Louis Vuitton is going to be dropping a lot of these, okay? Now, these are very, very sought after, very limited. I'm under the impression that, again, we don't have stock numbers, but from what I'm hearing, it's anywhere from around 250, maybe 300 pieces each. And some of these are going to fly faster than others, okay? But I think it's important that you're on the site, like, by the hour on the day itself. So they're releasing it on the 19th. You just want to make sure you're there, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be trying for the blue ones. I think they're awesome. I mean, this is such a crazy price, but, if you hit any of these, you're going to make your money back and more. I mean, if Christian, you said what, they're going to be offering you like $12,000 for these. So, think about that. That's instant $8,000 to $9,000 like in your pocket, and you just needed to kind of just acquire them. So I think it's important to try, ask your family, ask your, anybody who can help you acquire these, like, just go for them. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Because there's so much demand around this. And honestly, if there's any other sneaker you want, if you hit this, you'll be able to sell it with the money that you get. You can buy any sneaker you want. You want Travis Scott? Awesome. You can buy Travis Scott's. Just hit these, all right? Scott McKenzie, I'm buying the sneaker by any means. Hey, Scott, I respect that. I really want the blue ones, honestly. If I will do whatever I need, whatever I need to do. Honestly, if I do hit the blue ones, I probably will sell a bunch of my collection. Like I just will, because to me this is such a grail. I know that the silhouette of the Air Force One isn't like loved by everybody, but I mean, this collaboration alone is just insane to think about, considering the fact that this is one of the most hype pieces that Virgil's leaving behind for us. Yeah, I don't know. It's remarkable. Again, if you guys are going to be going for these, I highly recommend going for the lows versus the mids. Now, the mids are kind of cool. I do like this. I'm a big fan of this one. The other mid is this one over here. Now let's close up on that material. It's yeah, it looks like leather to me. Embossed Louis Vuitton all over. Yeah, this is really awesome. But I mean, I much prefer the lows for sure. The blue, the red, the green, like they're all really nice. This one too. I know some people are big fans of this one. Yeah, wow, this is something else for sure. And another thing that we're not seeing here too, which I wanted to mention, you need to think about the fact this is going to come in some kind of collector's box. It is, you know, it's going to come in like Louis Vuitton is all about their presentation. So just like we're spending a lot of money, you know, $2,000, what, $3,000, $4,000, you know. So just know this is going to come in some kind of special stuff. So if you hit these wherever you're getting it mailed, I was actually thinking about this. What some of you guys might want to do, if for any reason you're like, hey, I really want it shipped, you know, I want them to ship it to me, but I'm kind of afraid that, you know, I don't live in the safest area. I would still have your address on file, okay? And, you know, that's obviously on the back end. You know, you go to your profile, you fill out all that information as it showed. What you do, if you do hit, I would contact Louis Vuitton, and if you're close to one of their stores, ask them, can you ship it to this store and can I pick it up in store? I'm saying after everything's been done, you made the order, you paid for it, everything, you got your order number, it's all good. I would contact, if you really want to make sure that it ends in your hands, I think you can contact the store because, like, look, I've worked there. Louis Vuitton is very, very particular about their customer service. So if you do hit these and you're like, I just want to make sure I receive it, and I don't want any, you know, I don't want any shady stuff to happen if it's mailed to me and then like it's at my door and somebody else gets it. So just make it a point. You can contact them and let them know, hey, this is my order number. I really want to pick it up at one of your stores. This is the store I'm closest to. Can we arrange that? You know, so you can do that. I'm actually considering doing that if I do hit. So just make it a point to really think about the different options you have, because Louis Vuitton wants you to have this, okay? And they want to help you acquire it. So if you're able to hit, because they're going to select a couple accounts, make sure you build out your profile, make sure you have a healthy account, make sure you like stuff and all this stuff. Just it's very similar to sneakers, interacting with the account. It's part of the reason my sneakers account is goated. I use it pretty much like I put videos on and I just mute my phone and I just let that algorithm ride. I let that algorithm ride, and I think the same goes with Louis Vuitton, because look, there's going to be a lot of bots going after this, okay? And I'm almost certain they want this to end up in real people's hands, as opposed to it's all going to, you know, the same person who's just running like 50 to 100 bots and stuff like that, right? So I like to believe that they're going to do this in our favor. I really hope so. It's obviously going to be a very interesting release. I'm really wondering how it's going to flow. I'm hoping that the site isn't going to be super laggy, but it probably will. But we shall see. Like, again, a lot of this information on like, hey, when's drop time? Because that's a question I'm getting asked a lot. Is like, well, what's the time that it's dropping? Again, we know the date, and I think that's all that matters. It's on the 19th. So I would just, you know, be up, alert during those times, you know, whether it's 7 a.m. PST, 8 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. PST, 10, like on the hour. Just be on, be ready. We might be getting more information. Again, I'm more than happy to go live again when I find out the exact time so I can share that with you guys. But again, build your accounts out, okay? Build your accounts out. Again, there's also, on this, you're not going to be able to put your credit card information yet. You're going to be able to put your address. Make sure you click all this fun stuff, okay? Contact me through email, phone, all that stuff. You can always make changes to this later. If you don't want them to send you stuff, that's fine. I would just check the boxes today for the release. After the release is done, you can always go back into this account and edit it all out and like change your information. You don't want them to contact. That's fine, okay? Especially if you're not a constant buyer of Louis Vuitton, okay? But again, I wanted to come here. I wanted to share this information because this is my community I'm building on YouTube, and I want to be able to share as much information that I'm able to gather on these hype pieces so that you guys are ready to go, okay? So again, build those accounts out. It's very, very important that you do so, okay? I'm going to click on one of the sneakers just so we can kind of see exactly how it's going to roll. So basically, drop time, okay? Boom, drop time happens. You want to be on the sneaker that you're ready to go for. I would highly recommend have another tab open with all the sneakers, because if for any reason you're trying to go for one and then it just all sold out, you can jump quickly into another page. You know, you can jump into another page, and then you can, or another sneaker that you have the open tab, and then you can try to go for that one. That's what I would recommend doing. Again, the bigger sizes are going to fly. That's typically how any release goes. So we want to make sure that we're ready and we're prepared on our size, okay? Mine being obviously the 9.5. So you just want to be ready to go and have that size linked up and ready to go, okay? I would also like it as well. That way they know, oh, this person's already liked it. The drop hasn't even happened yet. So I would just do little things like that just to kind of help like boost the algorithm for you. Again, it's not so much tried, tested, and proven, but I'm just, I got a good feeling about a lot of this stuff. Getting your account healthy, getting it up and running, liking, and all that stuff, it's just really going to help you guys, okay? So I hope you guys are getting some value. Smash that like button if you guys are. Just trying to get the likes up. But, I really appreciate anybody coming into the building here. This is my second time going live today. I just was like, I was watching a couple videos online, and I was like, you know what? This is obviously a hyped, very, very hyped release. This is the biggest release this month, and this is one of the biggest releases of this year. Versus, I kind of think that this is overshadowing the Green Spark stuff. Because we were under the impression that the Green Sparks, by Virgil, Off-White, was already going to drop by now. And look, it's already the freaking 17th. It hasn't happened in the first 2 weeks. So is it going to happen? What's going on? A lot of people are already over it by now. So this is kind of like the new shiny toy everybody's looking at, okay? So guys, let's just make it a point, okay? Smash that like button for me. Let's get this opened up to more people so that they all are aware on how to acquire these sneakers. I just want to help out as many people as possible. That way you guys have the best chance, okay? You got to have the money in the bank for this. If you don't, I'm sorry, and you got to have it in there by Tuesday, okay? Tuesday drop time is most likely is going to be in the morning. Again, there's no promises here. I don't know everything, but I'm just trying to give as much information that I do know today so everybody has a solid chance, okay? Everybody will have a chance to acquire these, but you need to have an account, okay? So make sure you build out the account and you're good to go, okay? Again, I don't want to come off repetitive here, but it's very important. You go in, you like stuff, you go in you have some kind of wish list as well. It's definitely going to help you guys out, all right? Again, I'm only planning on being live right now just for a couple more minutes. I just wanted to get this video out because these are going to come and they're going to go and everybody's just going to be like, oh, I should have made an account, all this other stuff. So it's like, look, if you're watching this and you're going to try for these, just make sure you did a lot of the stuff that I showed you guys so that you're ready to go. Okay, it's very important. Again, you don't need to buy anything from Louis Vuitton just yet. This can actually be your first purchase. I think that's completely fine. But make sure you like some of the stuff and you kind of peruse their store, the online store and stuff. I was actually thinking they have the option on you putting an appointment to have have an appointment at a store. That might help the algorithm too. Again, I'm just saying you can always cancel that after. But I'm thinking, how can you boost your account? Heck, put some time on the calendar that you're going to go visit one of the stores and you want one of the, I think they call them SAs, the sales associates or what have you, to help you out. Just do it. And then, if you don't hit, just cancel the appointment. You know what I mean? Or if you hit, cancel the appointment. I think it's just going to help with the algorithm. There's a lot of services on the back end that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to the overview, building your account, all this stuff. So what you want to do for that, if you're going to make an appointment, again, you don't have to actually participate in the appointment. You click on appointments, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to book either a virtual appointment? I'm just saying you can do it. Book it for Friday or book it for next week. It doesn't matter. Just get your account to have some stuff that normal people don't do. Okay, this is just going to help with the algo. Okay, so I hope this is all helpful. Again, if you guys are receiving value from this conversation with me, this live stream, smash that like button. The idea here is we're on that 2K sub chase. We want to get to 2,000 subscribers by December 31st of this year. I know you guys can help me, so smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I go live more. I've been going live more consistently for the past 2 weeks, and I plan on going live more and more consistently because I do see myself doing a lot of this because I enjoy this stuff and I care about my community. And I love sneakers, I love clothing, and I care about everybody. So I want to be able to help you guys out with anything I'm able to obtain in terms of new news and how to acquire hyped releases, or heck, even if it's not a hyped release, anything I'm actually interested in. I want to be able to share this information with you because I feel like I have a lot of knowledge around a lot of this stuff, and I'm just more than happy to share that with my community, all right? Again, so What are we talking about? We're talking about these. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so what I would do, I would select 2 to 3 sneakers that you really want to get out of the list, and I would have those tabs open. Okay, whether it's this, whether it's the green ones, or anything like that. So let's go back over here. Again, I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. I'm enjoying. I've actually had an amazing week. You know, just kind of just relaxing, recharging my batteries. You know, we're gonna get after tomorrow. It's gonna be a really busy week. I'm excited. But I'm thankful to have a couple people in the building right now. And you know, if you haven't already, smash that like button. And again, this video, I'm going to keep this on my YouTube channel, so you guys can always rewatch it a couple times before the drop, because I feel like not many people are probably going to be watching this after the drop already happens, because the idea here is how to acquire it, right? Once it's already dropped and everybody has it, there's not really a lot of purpose to watch this, but I'm gonna leave it on my channel regardless, so everybody has a clear understanding of how to get after these. Okay. So I'm curious. Anybody who's still in the building with me here, which ones are you going for? Are you going for a specific color? Are you going for a specific size? Let it be known in the chat. I'm very curious. I'm going for the blue ones. If I can't acquire the blue ones, I'll probably try for the green. Honestly, if I can't get the green, I'll probably try for the red. So I like the solid colors. That's probably what I would focus my attention on. Yeah, the greens are super awesome, and yeah, you know. So yeah, but I mean, honestly, the grail for me is the blue ones for sure. That's 100% what I'd be going for. I feel like the gold is just, I don't know. I feel like you got to be a prince to really rock that gold. Or you got to be Drake or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know. So again, I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. I just wanted to kind of run through this. I think the mids are dope too. But if I were gonna choose a mid, I'd probably go with the graffiti one. I think that one's just insane. It's so crazy. I think bottom of the list would probably be this one. But this one is pretty awesome too. It's just so out there, you know. And then if you look at this material, that's gonna collect a lot of dust and dirt for sure. But yeah, especially this one too. It's a massive dirt and dust collector. But these are sick. There's a lot of hype. Best of luck to anybody going for these. This is not going to be easy, but it's doable. Okay, it's doable if you have the money and if you have an account and you are ready during drop time. So best of luck to anybody going for these. I believe that anybody can acquire these. You just need to be tactical. Be ready. Get your accounts up. Like a couple things. Just build your account out. It's your Louis Vuitton account. It's kind of exciting to build your own Louis Vuitton account, all right? So just get it all together. Again, there's no promises that you're going to hit, but it's going to help you come off as an actual human being to the back-end users, okay? So anybody who's going to be selecting, they're going to come off as, oh, this account is more active. They've liked a couple things. They can see all that stuff on the back end. Everything you do in Louis Vuitton is tracked, okay? So just know that, okay? So you want to make sure your account's up, it's active, it's good to go. But with that being said, that's the stream. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys in the building. Feel free to rewatch this if you want to look into some of the information, and you know, and feel free to share this video too. Also, there's that little bell. Hit that little bell for, you know, post notifications, so whenever I do go live, you guys can catch it quickly, and you guys can, you know, use the knowledge I'm sharing to your advantage the moment I know about it. Okay. Again, smash that like button too. Much love to everybody in the building and everybody who is rewatching this. And yeah, I will see you all very soon in my next stream, which is hopefully happening soon. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, thank you so much. All right, peace.